Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, wherever you are in the world. This is REGANELITE here. It's not a bad day today. It's a bit cloudy, but it's all right. Hopefully we don't get any rain, hopefully today. What I want to talk about today, I want to talk a little bit about selling myself, really. Content creation and kind of like a bit about, not so much about me, but about what is actually happening with as a content creator, what you're actually doing, and is it actually benefiting you? So when you create content, you create it for the purpose of whether it's entertainment or news or whatever that is. It's something for people to watch, listen to, or whatever like that, right? But what I do is it's a digital creation, isn't it? In a way, like here I am talking to you guys about anything, whatever it could be. Yeah. So these episodes speak in my mind. They're obviously different to the news and politics stuff, isn't it? So it's kind of like a side thing as part of the channel. So there actually could be some of you actually who are subscribers that actually don't care about news and politics and actually just want to hear some guy, random guy, walking in a park talking about anything or whatever. And you might find it fascinating. You might find the person that you're listening to interesting. Everyone has a preference about what they like and what they don't like, don't they? And in a way, I am trying to sell myself. See, ever since I started this, I've always had this perception, like, can I be a valuable product, an asset, shall we say? Because that's kind of what I am doing at the end of the day. Like, yes, we are humans, we are emotions and feelings, but at the end of the day, we're also assets, commodities of ourselves, trying to sell ourselves to others in the hopes of making money for ourselves so that we can put food on our table, live our lives, all that kind of stuff, you know. But is what we're doing, like what I'm doing specifically, is it a good thing? In like comparison to, like, let's say a fast food chain. Let's just say McDonald's, hypothetically, right? Now what do? They sell fast food to people. Is that good for people? No. But is it something that people need as a thing to feed themselves? Yes. It's not something you can. But they've turned themselves into a massive empire, a massive brand, aren't they? Now, could a YouTuber or a content creator specifically, because I don't consider myself just a YouTuber, because I have a decent following on Instagram. Like as of right now, this recording, I have over 160 followers on Instagram, all through the quotes, faults that I post every single day. There's not a day that I don't post on there. Like even when I'm on holiday, I have content scheduled on there that I post on there for people, and it has grown. But I still don't make any money off it. I don't make any money off this YouTube. So where's the benefit of me doing? What is the benefit of me actually doing this, guys? Doing this stuff when I could be, you know, playing video games because I enjoy playing video games. Why am I not to be spending less time doing content creation? And maybe I should be spending more time doing the things that I want to enjoy. Maybe I want to watch more wrestling. Like there's a lot of independent wrestling I want to watch. You know, at the time of this recording, we have at the time of the recording of this, like me and my missus, we're going to another wrestling show, second one we've ever been to, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I've seen in central London there's a couple of like indie shows taking place, and I was just thinking to myself, okay, I don't know the wrestlers too well, but you know, maybe it's worth going to that, like doing that instead of doing this. and it's trying to strike that trying to strike a balance per se. Because the thing is, when I was working, at that time of this recording, I'm not in a job. I had full-time job, as well as the YouTube channel, Instagram, and TikTok really doesn't really. I do have TikTok, but obviously what I really do is the YouTube shorts you guys see. I basically just put them onto TikTok, so that's pretty much what it is. And then obviously I have content that I upload onto Patreon. Yeah, I Patreon, even though I only have 2 Patreons at the time of this recording. Could have more, maybe, if you guys want to check it out. I'd put exclusive content on there. Exclusive content for people who actually contribute to it. And the thing is, even if you're not paying for it, you can still join that, and then you'll get access to content that's not available on YouTube. So, and what I'm trying to do as a content creator, I'm trying to branch myself out and make my product, my asset, more visible and more viable. See, if you, now no disrespect to any other YouTuber, but I've seen some big YouTubers and they have little to no information about them in their abouts, little to no information, or they don't have an intro video. Like, they have a description, and some of them aren't really necessity of who they are and what they do, sort of thing. Now, that intro video I have at the moment is okay, but I think at some point I'm going to need to update it again. I've updated it, I think it's just twice I've updated. I think I've updated it once. So at some point I'm going to have to update it again, because I'm getting into a rhythm of when content is dropping, so that it's easier. And I do look at the algorithm, and it's like, sometimes it doesn't always, people watch a specific time, but I still drop it at times where I think it's, at times, at many times, different times around the clock. The only time I don't really drop content is between UK time. It's really after 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. because of the time difference over in like America, for example. However, I have at some point gained some, at some point, and it has dropped off, but I used to gain quite a few American viewers because I did cover a few short videos about American news. And perhaps maybe if I kept doing that, you know, perhaps maybe you know, I would gain more subscribers, maybe. Because there's a lot of experimenting, shall we say. I'm trying to build a brand, per se. I'm also trying to set up a website as well, my own website, because that's something that All Shorts has as well, because it's another potential way of making money, not necessarily from you, directly from you guys. There's other ways of doing it. So, you know, when the whole term about like, sharing, subscribing, you guys hear it all the time from me and lots of other YouTube. It really does make a massive difference to us. And the thing is that if you care about a certain content creator, like, you'll do that for us because it doesn't cost you anything. It costs you a few, it does cost you some, it does cost you a little bit of time just to click that like button, hit that share button, and share it across other social media platforms, and hitting the bell notification icon of being notified, to be notified of when our videos come up. All these things, they do take a little bit of time, but they make a massive difference, because what you're doing is you're telling the algorithm that this content, you like this content, you want more people to see this content, and you're telling people who are associated with your channel, even though if you're not necessarily a YouTuber yourself, you're saying that you find this interesting and you want other people to check it out. You may not intentionally be doing that, but that is technically what you're doing. So when I look back on the video that dropped, what was it, about a month or 2 months ago, I had one YouTube video, didn't I? It was exclusive from The Independent about the EU, telling EU countries to ignore Britain with regards to Brexit or something. And that video got 22,000 views. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. That got me like nearly 200 subscribers. Like a crazy amount of people subscribed through that video. And it really has jumped the channel so much, that video. But that's not, for me, it wasn't a case of, was that really just because of me? Because I look back on that and I'm thinking, what did I do differently there to some of my other videos? Like, there are still some videos that get less than 10 views, and that really frustrates me. If a video does less than 10 views, it tells me that people honestly are not interested in it. It's not to say that you guys, there are some of you who watch everything, and I really do appreciate it. There are some of you who are just don't. Some of you, it depends on the topic, but it's trying to keep up with the news and trying to keep up with things, isn't it, to be fair? So I don't know, but I just think that I'm still trying to, even after been doing this since March, I still feel I'm trying to find my feet as a content creator, as crazy as it sounds. Yeah, I do feel that I'm trying to find my feet on it. I've gone for more about me than, I guess that's really what the topic was about, to be fair. But maybe some of you who are listening are content creators yourself, and maybe have a difference of opinions about it. Like, to me, really pushing and getting your name out there as much as possible. Like, for me, I know Twitter, X, is a very toxic place, and I know some of you listening aren't really into it, and I don't blame you to it. However, I have a massive following on there through both wrestling and from news and politics, and that is because of one of the things I was doing the whole follow back Friday thing they were doing at one point, before they limited the amount of people you could follow and all that, before Musk done that. And you can really build a base behind you if you really consistently, but the thing is, you have to give time to that, and it's a lot of time. Like, I could spend a good hour like doing that, but I'd rather not. I think I spent a good 20 minutes at one day. I think I spent 20 to 30 minutes. I cleared so many followers on my Twitter, because I had at one point roughly 5,000 following. I was following, but I only had like 2,000 followers or something, and I cleared a whole chunk load of them, because it's like, why am I following these people when they don't like or retweet, or they're not interested? I know Twitter, as I said, I know it's not to everyone's taste, but Twitter is a very good way of plugging your content. I noticed they also recently, Elon Musk and X, they've changed the way that it's shared on other content providers, shared on their platforms, which is why going forward I'm going to be putting my going forward, as you've probably already started to notice, all my thumbnails going forward are going to have my YouTube name on it, YouTube channel's name on it. And the reason why is because I want people to know this is the channel it's coming from, just to get my brand out there, sort of thing. Because I essentially, as a content creator, you are creating a brand, and I do want to build a brand, and at some point I'd like to make money off this brand, and I would like to do, and yes, as daft as it sounds, I would love to do this full time, because if I do it full time, guys, I can then be my own boss. I don't have to follow what other people are telling me what to do. I can then commit more, I can really commit time to this. And that's kind of what I've been doing anyway, just being unemployed. I really do put a lot of focus this. I spend good several hours on the computer doing content. And there are some days where I'm not really feeling it, and there are days where I'm really into it. There are some stories I can't cover either because of one thing or another. And there are some that I can, where I'm like, it's really important how I show my expression and show the tone of my voice when I talk about a certain subject. And it's not an act, it's a serious one, because when I talk about a story about, you know, people have been killed in a shooting, something like that, you know, obviously the way you speak about it really matters. And I don't put an act on, but you might think, yeah, by telling you this, oh, he puts an act on when he talks about it. No, people have died, people have lost their lives, and you should be respectful when you're talking and reporting something like that. And you can, whenever you listen to stories about shootings or losses of life like that, they put a somber to it, and rightfully so, because you do it out of respect, don't you? What do you guys think about me as a content creator? Do you actually think potentially that is possible? I mean, I've had over 90,000 people have come across my channel. It's crazy. I don't want to say 90,000 people. I would say 90,000 viewers have come across my YouTube channel. I've had more than 1,000 people come across my Instagram page. I've had, I think I've had like 20,000 already come across my TikTok, but I've only got like a very small amount of following. I think it's like 60, 70 followers or something on the TikTok. But everyone starts off from zero, don't they, if they want to go down this path? What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the channel? What do you guys think of the brand, shall we say, of REGANELITE? Like, is it working? Do you like it? Do you think maybe I should be doing more? Maybe I should run it down? Like what do you guys think? You know, because I've been talking and rambling about some of the things that I do and I don't do. But I also try to keep to a schedule as well. And I think a schedule is also important, because it makes people know, hey, this is when something is going to drop, sort of thing. Same with the TikTok as well. I always make sure that try to keep TikTok as well. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Like I said, like, share and subscribe. You know, that always helps, guys. So let me know what you guys think, and I hope to catch you all very, very soon.